Welcome to our YouTube channel dedicated to exploring the latest insights and opportunities in the world of finance and investments, with a special focus on currency revaluation, gold and silver investments, cryptocurrency, and make money online opportunities, and more. If you're interested in staying up to date on the latest developments in currency revaluation, particularly the Iraqi dinar and other currencies, best to subscribe to this channel. Please note that the content on this YouTube channel is for informational purposes only and should not be considered financial advice. We are not licensed financial advisors, and the opinions expressed on this channel are based on our own research and personal experience. We strongly recommend that you do your own research and consult with a licensed financial advisor. Also, just before we go any further, this channel has a weekly giveaway of 100 Dogecoin. To enter, all you have to do is be subscribed to this channel, like this video, and watch this video until the end, because if you don't, you will be automatically disqualified from the giveaway. We will be sharing the random hashtag keyword daily somewhere in the video, and then comment hashtag the keyword with no spaces in between in the comment section. Good luck! Now, let's proceed with the latest Iraqi dinar news and intel today. Please take these pieces of information with a grain of salt, and please make sure to do your own due diligence. You know that moment when everything starts lining up, but nobody's officially saying it yet? That's where we are right now. If you've been following the breadcrumbs, there are movements happening in Iraq that feel different. Not recycled news, not recycled rumors, just subtle shifts that point to something bigger brewing underneath the surface. It's not just about the headlines anymore, it's about what's not being said. Quiet signals from the financial side, talk of monetary independence, and indicators that Iraq might finally be tightening the screws on the biggest barrier to reform. I'm seeing a pattern, and if you've been paying attention, you probably feel it too. So if you've been waiting for real signs that this thing is heating up, don't miss this. Stick around till the end. I'm going to break down why one specific milestone could flip the script completely, and what I believe happens next when it does. Let's dive into the latest. From Newshound/Intel Guru Mountain Goat. Today's articles once again only confirm what I have been hearing from my CBI contact and what other past articles have told us. Since 2011, there was a vision developed for Iraq, and it took years to push Iraq in the direction needed if they ever wanted to get their currency back. But this is the time, and we are watching this vision play out. Even though the vision for Iraq has changed since the Dr. Shabibi time, the process to move the currency back to FOREX has not. From Intel's Newshound guru MarkZ via PDK. I have heard they're getting ready to put the dinar in its basket, and then the dinar is no longer associated with the dollar. That is what they did with the Kuwaiti dinar. From Intel Guru Frank 26. I don't like to talk about any other currency except the Iraqi dinar. But when Trump became the president on the 20th of January, all of a sudden he started to do something that we didn't expect. And it was tied into the Iraqi dinar. The same thing that he wants from the Iraqi dinar is the same thing that he wants from every currency on this planet Earth. Play fair with my dollar and stop using it. How long has Iraq been using our dollar? Over 20 years. From Newshound Guru Samson, article, a delegation from the region will visit Baghdad on Sunday to implement the oil and salaries agreement. From Newshound Guru Pimpy, article, oil jumps USD1 after further drone attacks on Iraq oil fields. For the last 4 days, there's been drone strikes against the Kurdish oil fields. This is not what we want. Quote, officials point to Iranian-backed militia as likely source of attacks this week on the oil fields in Iraqi Kurdistan, although no group has claimed responsibility. I said this before and I'll say it again a million times. Iran is always going to be a thorn in the ass of Iraq. From Newshound Intel Guru FNU LNU, Iraq has, is, and will continue to use the official peg for the conversion rate of 1300 RER. There is no RV being contemplated. The idea Iraq cannot be international without a rate you like better is fallacious. I bring the receipts while others deal in rumor and circular intel. From Intel Guru Frank 26. Community comment: if you just get rid of Sudani, then we'll have the new exchange rate. That is the complete opposite. That is a moronic statement. That is a weak statement in the sense you don't know what you're talking about. You have no idea what Sudani's been doing. From Newshound Guru, Sandy Ingram, finally a rumor about the IQD Revalue that may have justification. What is one of the basic criteria for Iraq's currency to increase in value? It's when foreign investments increase to billions of dollars. Iraq is one of the richest little countries on the planet. Please let me know if you believe the Trump administration is working in the background to help Iraq revalue its currency. Before ending with few more updates, the hashtag keyword for the 100 Dogecoin giveaway is circular. You can be the lucky winner if you like, subscribe, and watch the main content of this video. This will be for this coming Sunday's giveaway, and the winner will be announced in one of the Sunday's videos, so you do not want to miss it. From Newshound Guru Militiaman, there's a lot of people that don't want Iraq to revalue their currency. They want the status quo because it goes against the influence inside the politics. From Newshound Guru Samson, article: the United States of America returns its employees to work at its embassy in Baghdad and its consulate in Erbil. Quote: the United States of America ended the state of emergency in Iraq and the Kurdistan region. And finally, the last update is from Intel Guru Frank 26. I always like the idea of a one-to-one pairing with the American dollar. Instead, come out at its real effective exchange rate, fixed rate, and let it float at that rate so that it helps the other Middle Eastern currencies in that basket, because at one-to-one it wouldn't help anybody. Fixed rate now, under these conditions, is the way to go. That's all for the updates. Let's be real for a second. I know this can start to feel like a broken record. We hear updates every week, and for some, it feels like the goalpost just keeps moving. But if that's all you're seeing, you're missing the bigger picture, because underneath all these so-called routine headlines, there's a very real shift happening. Take the recent news about the delegation heading to Baghdad to implement the oil and salaries agreement. That's not just some bureaucratic meeting. It's a key move to activate the budget mechanisms Iraq's been fine-tuning for months. Budget execution is a critical precondition before any rate change can take place. Without it, nothing moves. Then there's what Mountain Goat said. She brought us back to the original vision crafted all the way back in 2011. And that's so important to remember. This whole journey of restoring Iraq's currency didn't just begin recently. It's been in motion for more than a decade. And now we're finally seeing the pieces fall into place, especially with the progress Iraq's made with the IMF and Article 8 compliance. And Sandy Ingram? She hit the nail on the head. One of the most basic indicators of a currency poised to rise in value is foreign investment. And Iraq has one of the richest untapped markets in the region. With foreign investors lining up to capitalize on infrastructure, tourism, trade, and energy, this isn't just about oil anymore. The more foreign capital Iraq brings in, the more demand there will be for the dinar, and that's what builds pressure toward a stronger, more competitive exchange rate. But now let's deal with the elephant in the room. The FNU-LNU update claiming there's no RV being contemplated and that Iraq will just stick with 1,300 IQD per USD for the next couple of years. Look, I respect the need for caution and facts, but let's not confuse skepticism with accuracy. First off, FNU-LNU says Iraq continues to use the 1,300 REER, but that's technically incorrect. REER, the real effective exchange rate, isn't the same as the nominal exchange rate published by the central bank. REER is an inflation-adjusted weighted rate that reflects global competitiveness, not a fixed peg like 1,300. Misusing that term confuses the discussion. Second, to say there is no RV being contemplated completely ignores the mountain of evidence we've been tracking for months. From the CBI's own monetary reform roadmap to statements by Mazhar Saleh and other senior advisors to the Ministry of Finance's feasibility study on restructuring the dinar, there is clearly a strategic intention to move toward a stronger, more functional currency. And lastly, while it's true that Iraq can technically operate internationally at 1,300, that doesn't mean it's optimal. A suppressed exchange rate limits investment, slows trade, and weakens confidence in the dinar long term. A real rate adjustment, when conditions allow, would enhance competitiveness, lower costs for imports, and unlock broader economic growth. So yes, FNU-LNU brings a contrarian view, but in my opinion, it misses the forest for the trees. Iraq may not be waving a flag saying RV tomorrow, but the direction they're moving in, from reforms to fiscal control to economic diversification, tells us they're not standing still either. A rate adjustment isn't off the table, it's being set up. And that's my final take. Moreover, we posted a breaking analysis video the other day. Iraq just made a major move toward joining the World Trade Organization by completing comprehensive technical responses, an essential step that signals a shift toward full international integration. While this might seem like a routine headline, it's actually one of the strongest signs that Iraq could be preparing to move off the program rate and take the dinar global. In this video, I'll break down how this development ties directly into the RV-RI process, how it connects with IMF Article 8 compliance, and why this moment could indicate the beginning of the end for the 1300 rate. If you've been watching for the clues and waiting for confirmation that Iraq is ready, this is the update you don't want to overlook. Most people will miss the significance until it's too late. Please go ahead and check it out by clicking on the link on the top right of this video, as you don't want to miss this. Lastly, we will continue to post videos about the recent events and articles supporting the changes taking place in Iraq, so you don't want to miss them. Also, don't forget, please drop a comment below with hashtag and the keyword and let us know what you think. If you like this content and like to support this channel, please don't forget to like, subscribe, hit that bell notification so you get notified when new videos are uploaded. See you on the next video. Bye!